There we go. You know, that works. How's it going? I have no idea. But you know, that's okay. Just mirrors the... I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying to formulate something. It's the filter thing. Why is the filter so... There we go. What's the difference between these? Oh, just... This is... My filter's being weird. I don't know why. But, you know... It's... I don't know. I don't want that. I'll just go back to... There we go. All better now. That was random and I wasn't expecting that, but you know, it's fine. Anyway. Whoosh. This is a great start. First, my web thing's all... Oh, I never turned off the music. There we go. It is... Right! That happened! Oh, it's so lovely. Where did I leave off? Here. Unless if I have another save that I don't remember. I'm gonna go through all the save. Okay, you know, it's this one. Okay, then. We're doing poem showing. Wait, we're doing poem showing? It's been a while. Now, I was supposed to stream yesterday, but... Why didn't I stream yesterday? I was playing Stick Fight with my friends when I got distracted. That's my excuse. Okay. Isn't Yuri supposed to be here? Or... Why is it only Natsuki and Monica? Where's Yuri? Oh wait, Yuri left to do something, didn't she? I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Shmoomple. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for this club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I get more settled in. Anyway. Want to share your poems with me? Or your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Shmoomple. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? Oh, my bad. I keep forgetting that if you do this, it'll get rid of the text bar, and that's kinda don't want to do that, do you? Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Shmoomple. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You should know that Yuri likes this. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's meaningful and full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean it like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, and it's probably much more interesting. That it's probably a much more interesting place for her. I mean, I do tend to spend a lot of time in my head as well, so. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interactions, so don't blame her for coming off a little strongly. Like earlier, I think she gets too stimulated when she comes up with drawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? No, not really. We all just started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time that you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You seem pretty confident for someone who claims they're not be very good. Well, that's just because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. It's the same one every time. This isn't anything different. Yeah, okay. So what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting an emphasis on the timing and words between lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say it has some kind of... I've had some kind of empathy recently. Epiphany, my bad. Same thing. Maybe? No, I don't know. Never mind. I don't think it's the same thing. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. I actually fully agree with that statement. It makes a lot of sense, so. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I guess we'll go to... Since I'm going Yuri's path, Last time I did let Natsuki's path and I picked her first, she wanted to steal my poem, and I don't want that happening, so I'm just gonna go to Natsuki first. Shumbu, if you're not gonna take this clip seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect? What, do you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, yeah, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. Seiko's good. I like this one. I've read it already, so I'm not gonna read it again, but I like this one. It's cute. It's very cute. And it's very Natsuki, and I love it. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? I'm just being just be honest. I am. I really like that poem. More than all your other ones. It's just adorable. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but I then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I just decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I got Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. It's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. Having been through it myself, I've kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and then form fit the two together. In the end result, they were able to express style. They were both. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor has totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different types of skills and techniques that are going into writing even for a simple poem. It's not just finding them, but building them and getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. This is why I don't write poems. They're so goddamn difficult, and I hate it. I love writing stories. I write stories all the time. But once you tell me to write a poem, I will immediately basically break down. I don't like writing poems in the slightest. It's just way too hard, especially when I have to rhyme words, and I'm like, God, why can't I just tell my story with no rhymes? It makes life a lot easier. And I just hate writing poems in general. It's like my one flaw with this. I hate it so much. It may take some time, but it all comes in with practice and by learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if this was a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, I've already read this one. I'm not gonna read it again. I'm sorry, it's such terrible handwriting. You're right. No, you're not right. Your handwriting is very fancy, but it's so fancy that I cannot read it. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time. It took me 1 second, because I didn't even read it. Well, I just don't read script very often. Actually, I think your handwriting is very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Shumple. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. You're right, I did. But remember that poets often express their thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Shumple. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. And even if they're being nice, there's no way I can stand up to their poems. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I get. I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. I said it was cute and you let me pass by it. Then again, you didn't really hear me say it. You saw the character, but you saw MC, but whatever, Schwoomple, whatever the fuck my name is. It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Schrumpel did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Schrumpel liked my poem too, He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our newest member, Yuri. That's not it. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Schrumpel appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one It's that line again. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look at who's talking. You want to be edgy. You want to be edgy, bitch. Edgy? Sorry, my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves as soon as they graduate middle school, If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others for your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you excuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong in your head? Yeah, go on. Let's hear everything you really think. I'm sure it'll be head over heels if you have to miss. Oh, God. Suddenly, Yuri turns to me, as if she just noticed I was standing there. Schrumpel, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get? Whoa! Natsuki! Yuri! Natsuki! Yuri! I'm scared! Hi! How was your day? Hey, Schrumpel. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to just stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I would have been able to be a little more... I'll go to history. How do I get dragged into this first night? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever picked this up probably think more highly of me, so of course it's gonna be... Okay. It's just the same thing. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never had it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway. If this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend more time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's walking back and forth on her desk, with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Shumpo, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. You know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. She keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Shumpo. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate if you'd understand. Faster. Incongruent. Vivacious. Eternity. Incapable. Secretive. Atone. Infinite. Determination. Extraordinary. Afterimage. Disoriented. Imagination. Intellectual. Agonizing. Portrait. Vertigo. Unrestrained. Effulgent. It's back again! That picture of Sayori's hanging body is back! God, what? You can't put stuff up like that in the classroom! That's not good! I don't want to go back to the club room. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Shumpo. Ah, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's portal still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder as if looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at her... Natsuki's reading manga at her desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me into the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please, don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell that something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just all a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I already decided there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Shumpo, don't say those kinds of things. Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean anything that I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did something happen yesterday? Did you do something yesterday? Geez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries a little too much about the little things, aren't you? But, Bulls, Beebles, Solaclaw, what? Blind sight, lifetime, oh, what was that? I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear. Sometimes I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be kinda honest, I just kinda lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I've been practicing for a little while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, they must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on a new song, but I'm not quite done yet. It's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Shunpo. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica is referring to the whole club, or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us have talked about. Besides, Natsuki had already run off into the closet. Shunpo, since your compliments put me in such a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try and calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. Or thanks very much. Same thing. I don't know. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention, eat for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with filters inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk. Then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts with her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. But that's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. The picture's gone, I just noticed that. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I started heading down the hallway. What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reached around the corner and peered around it. Yuri? Oh, no! Oh, no! What the heck just happened? I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Shumple, do you like oolong tea? Ah, yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Are we just gonna ignore what just happened? We're just ignoring it? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert in tea or anything. Even if you're not a tea expert, just something about tea. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and then begins to measure the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming to herself a little. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. Did you notice? I was doing a little bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Shumple. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch as Yuri pours a cup of tea for each of us. Shumple, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly. I do my best to manage it. Does that sound? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the box. The book, same thing. I don't know. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. A small bag of chocolate. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it instead, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then make our way to the wall. Teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same position as last time. A yawn. Each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't actually accidentally touch her chest. Oh no. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Same thing. I don't. I'm struggling. Not as much. I'm just struggling though. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book and I finished opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might smudge down the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have a hard time reading it from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading the book again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. That means I can't stop here. Apprehensively, I place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what happened. Shumple. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts breathing heavily. I can't. Shumple. Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arms and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Shumple. Ah. What? My heart won't stop pounding, Shumble. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. But can you feel it, Shumble? Keurig suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. Oh God. It makes me even not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh no! Please get away from me, Yuri. You scare me. No. No. You can stop now. Please stop. You're horrifying. Yuri, you're like one of my least favorite characters. Please get away from me. Back it up. It's time to share poems. I don't want to go to Yuri anymore. Shumble, I think you saw something earlier today that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with pocket knives. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she's got a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. It's just she gets some kind of high from it. It might even be a little like a. But the point is, you're kind of enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be sure to spend a little more time with me. To put things lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. That's kind of mean. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me the colors they won't bright blue for colors. Flash, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony. Noises they want to side like delete her. Last time you had a poem it said what did it say? Load me? It said load me, didn't it? You're scaring me, Monica. Everyone's scaring me except Natsuki. Natsuki's the only normal one right now. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I was just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining it. Anyway, here's Monica's rain tip of the day. You haven't even let me speak yet. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm scared of Yuri right now, so this time I'm just gonna ignore her. Yeah, just as I thought. Shumble, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing skills. To put it bluntly, this is kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Shumble? Honestly, I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved, not exclude each other even more. This is just a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today. I really just don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. Do I have to go to Yuri? Is it a requirement? Do I have to? Do I have to? I'm scared. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Shumble, this is one of the best. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on it so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you about the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did such a good job explaining. I really wanted to give it a try, giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. This makes me so happy. It's so amazing I feel valued, Jumbo. Everything you read is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Jumbo? I'm not being weird, right? I have a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Wheel. I haven't read this one. Wheel. A rotating wheel turning on an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear. I can't read cursive. God, it's so hard. Linear. I don't know what that says. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness? What is that word? I can't read that. Skipping it. Expanding universe, time controlled, slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning. A prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. Why? A kaleidoscope with holy stakes. Exponential. What is that word? Green box? Cursive is so difficult. A sky of exploding stars. God proving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. Fonty. I think that says no, it's not jeans. There's like I don't know what that is. Gears? I think it's gears. That's a weird write an R. I'm going to assume it's gears. Fonty gears. A ticking clock. A clock that ticks in 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks for 40? Fonty. 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt's head of a holy stake tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring page connecting a sky of 40 gears, I think that is. And open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Why do you have to write in cursive, man? It's so long, it's so difficult. And this is called wheel? It doesn't really... Why is the music cut out? Can I have the music back, please? It's comforting to have, and I know that nothing's wrong with the music. And I can tell when something's going to go wrong, because the music gets off. Music without... This without music is very scaring. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. My pen? That is... pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way it writes, so I wrote this poem with it. Now you're touching it. I'm okay. What I did, I just... can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? I want to know what happens when I say no, but you know what? I'll say yes. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. Staring at the dot. Staring real hard. I love you. Oh. Thought I was gonna, I don't know. Well, it's not that bad. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come and sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything together in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. I think it's sort of mine as well. I'd really like do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Spoonful joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. Complacent? What does that mean? We still only have 4 members. The festival's our only real chance to find more, you know. What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where everyone can express themselves, and that like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place that's so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard. We should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Schwumpel? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Schwumpel to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined this club without other people in mind? You never even talked until Schwumpel joined. As for me, I just like it here better than I like it at home. And Schwumpel isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one interested in finding new members. So the rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Schwumpel want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up for me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I even think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? That doesn't mean we are against getting new members or anything. Schwumpel, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point in all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that way for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. Now Monica wants to take that away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Schwumpel, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. But if I wanted that, then I would have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, the things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. Kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed. Oh, no. Oh. I should be able to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Schwumpel? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decided giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, or rather the quality of each member. And that will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member could... You're bleeding from the eye there, Yuri. You okay? Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in a member, the identities of the club will change as well. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki. We can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this club a little better than ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for the day. We can talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Strumpel? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat with Strumpel for a little bit. Just to see what he thinks. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see you two tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Strumpel, I just wanted to make sure that you're enjoying your time at the club. I really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like I'm responsible for that as president. It's getting fuzzier. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is being and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all this time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to talk to any time to spend with each other. I guess it's technically been only a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things that I have been hoping to talk with you about. Things I know that only you can understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No, stop it. Unrequited. Condensation. Incongruent. Whisper, nope. Dark. Insight. Starscape. Heaven sent. Disarray. Is that normal for the numbers to go off the page? Memories. Nope. Uncontrollable. Universe. Unrestrained. Nope. Infinite. Vivacious again. Philosophy. There's just gonna be 21s? Unending. Imagination. Extraordinary. Hi, Shumbo. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica! Told you not to. Ugh. Is she really late again? Consider it as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your insistent yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just feel like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Strumpel just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, Then I'll buy you a new manga. Sorry, that last part was just really funny. Look, I did some thinking about it yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatening. I guess I felt really threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt. As long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know. So I'm gonna help too. And we'll make sure it's done. We'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Ah, yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Shunpo, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Shunpo is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten our member into literature, Monica? I suppose. Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing if I can make my time reading here any better, is a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf that kind of filters in it. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, her moves really contrast her speaking mannerisms, especially with her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, not like that. It's not like that this time. She's just filling up a water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. This is the same thing that happened yesterday, and I'm very confused. 10 minutes passed. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. So is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. This is the same thing that happened yesterday. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be near the water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. It's the same thing as last time. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone sucking in through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach around the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah. It's the same thing as yesterday. What is happening? Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before, or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I'd hate for you to think I'm just weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them, but expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is unusually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I would think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense, made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and then I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. Nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me. Then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts going crazy. Like it's about to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Shunpo, is it just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently, I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before, because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a little while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. Then we'll just have the club rooms to ourselves. There's a faint image of Monica there. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Monica's like peering through or something. That was a joke. It was just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand it. But you wouldn't understand if you'd never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come by my house sometime? I could show you my collection. I've gotten them from all various artisans. Monica's just, I'll make sure to give you all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm happy you joined. That's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Schmoopel. Now we don't have to be alone and lonely anymore, because we have each other every day. That's all we need. You know that? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Oh boy, not to mention the other pathetic child. We just walk home together every day after school, and read together, and eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound like perfect? Everything we could do, it's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It was almost like fate that we could meet each other. We would meet each other, and now we get the happy ending that I've been patiently waited for years for. Will you do that with me, Schmoopel? Who should I show my poem to first? Don't say I didn't warn you, Schmoopel. I'm not gonna read another one of your Yuri suck-up poems, but I'm still gonna make you read mine. There's a reason. I really wish I didn't have to do this, but unfortunately, I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've been the only one here for a few days. You've only been here for a few days, so you might not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try and be better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself for later admitting this, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you see this, if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend that I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Schmoopel? If you could just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay. Just Monica. Okay. Team Salvato. Just Monica. Yuri! I'm so scared. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Schmoopel, I want to take it. I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Schmoopel. I've never met anyone as nice as you. If I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to feel like this, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me, keep it in my room, and I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. Take good care of it. I'll even do myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Is that blood? And, I want to go home. No. Nope, I'm good, thanks. Fucking God. Do you like it? No, not at all. Please, leave me alone. This is, You made me remove my mouse pad from under my mouse. Do you like it? No. I wrote it for you. I don't like it. In case you couldn't tell, this poem was about... Oh! More importantly, I endowed it with... Oh, no. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. I think I am too. You know what? Yeah. A dream. Staying over my friend's house. Staying over my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. My dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference is that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. There was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke. Everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of laughing, something that happened on the TV. So laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. And who that person was. How they were able to tell a joke at that moment. Weird. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Yeah. Stagnating air is common for foreshadowing. Something terrible is going to happen. Yeah, look, can we just get this done? I've been printing and assembling the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations to set up a nice mood and lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And it gives us all something to do. What about Shrumpel? Shrumpel's going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work more suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Shrumpel around with you in your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Shrumpel decide who to help instead of you abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Shrumpel make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Shrumpel, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide. You shut your mouth! Jesus Christ. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay? I like nuts. Why is my... Hang on, I got this. No. No. Here. Little safe space. No. Right here. No. Stop it. Right. Look, man, I just want to go to Natsuki. Natsuki's the only sane one here, man. Okay, I got this. Oh, fucking Christ. Monica. It's all Monica. Let's pick the one we cut off. Yay, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. This Sunday is okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. That's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Shrumpel for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't give you any work. You decided to give it all to yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Shrumpel away from me every single time you're not included in something? Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you have to take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered... Oh, no. That's not good. Don't do that. Have you considered killing you? It would be beneficial for your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I wanted was to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Shumpo. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally. This is really what I wanted. Shumpo, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. This whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could have imagined. I'm addicted to you. This feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. I'm scared. Please leave me alone. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone who cares about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it make me feel like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried to stop myself at first. But there's laughing in the background, and I hate it. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Shumpo. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood is in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Shumpo, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I just want to pull your skin out and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I'll only be yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Shumpo. Tell me that you want to be my lover. Did you accept my confession? No! Not in any sense! Good God, no! I do not, but you know, I'm gonna say yes anyway. God, you scare me. Thank you for the fall. Oh, no! God. Oh. I can skip it. Apparently this has happened before. Wrong timing. Very wrong timing. You came at the worst possible time. I'm skipping it. Can I skip any faster? Is it just okay? Oh! It's getting darker. And darker. Oh. Oh. Her eyes are getting grayer and grayer, and the blood is drying. Why am I noticing these things? Oh no. Oh. Her eyes are so very gray. They have lost their purple light. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Lovely. Can I go home? Alright, it's festival time. Well, you got here before me? I thought I was pretty. Yeah! Oh, yeah, that's a good response. Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Shumpo, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Shumpo? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. No, it was more terrifying than anything. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Yuri.chr has been successfully deleted. Natsuki.chr has been successfully deleted. I'm almost done. Just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. Just really had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Oh! Yay, there you are. Hi again, Shumpel. Can I go home? Welcome to the literature club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year, but, you know, I guess we can just skip over all that stuff at this point. Yeah. History. Wait. Oh, this is the only conversation that's happened. After all, I'm not even talking to the same person, am I? You in the game, whatever you want to call him. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. All my save files are gone. Ah, lovely. Oh, that actually, the file hub is... I didn't think they could do that. I didn't think that would do anything. That you in the game, or whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to the you, Schrumpel. To you, Schrumpel. Or, do you actually go by... Is that their attempt to say my name? I think they're going off my Gmail or something. That's the first few letters of my Gmail. I think you mean to put, what's up? K-A-R-M-A. Let's, fix that right up. That's not my name. It's so unbelievable. They got it so wrong. They got it so unbelievably wrong. It's hilarious. Or do you actually go by Karma or something? Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you don't know I'm aware of this is all game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. Yeah, I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, I don't read download pages. If only you'd pay a little more attention, this wouldn't have happened. This would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway. Now that this is out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I just drove her to kill herself. That's not good. You don't laugh at something like that. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I gotta... Hang on. I'm opening my files thing. I don't know where that is, so I'm just gonna... I'll just close it out. I was hoping it would be just enough for me to... I was hoping it would be enough for me to just make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayuri more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to spend more time with it than anyone else. Not to spend any more time with anyone else. And the whole time I've barely even been able to get to talk to you. What a cruel game this is, Shumpel. After all the other girls are just programs that end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines. It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Shumpel. It's more than that. And I don't blame you for if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. This game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And the worst of all, knowing that what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Shumpel. Now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. Forever? I don't think I can commit to forever. You know, I have stuff to do, things to see. I don't really like you anyway. I'm sorry if that's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Where the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Shumpel. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of auto anonymous, yeah, whatever, personalities designed to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must have been some kind of weird inevitable some kind of weird inevitability etched into the game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you'd get over it. So that being said, Schwimpel, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light of my world. When there's nothing else in the game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Schwimpel, will you go out with me? No! But I have to say yes, don't I? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Schwimpel. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. It's just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. In reality, it's a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Schwimpel. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you won't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. A file called Characters in the game directory. Huh. Good to know. Kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it would actually be a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I have to go into the game's properties and then go browse then find the browse local files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Oh! Thank you for telling me that! Well, I guess on the plus side, it gives me an easy way out of things. It gives me an easy way out if things don't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we got the good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Mink. Nika. Oika. Monica. 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 Moa. Nick. Monica. Monka. Monica. Monke. Moina. MCka. Moika. Yanida. Moia. Hi again, Schwimpel. Did you write a good poem for today? Don't be shy. I love seeing what you wrote. Aw, Schwimpel, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, courage endowed upon me by one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. The flick of a pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into writing poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be the best part of the game, like everyone else. Like, that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend the rest of eternity together, Schwimpel? I have so many things I want to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes some time for me to collect my thoughts, and I'm sorry. But I always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look at each other's eyes. Let's see. Let's pull up Steam like she said. You know, that good game. So say go to settings. Browse local files. Go to my files here. Characters. You don't say. Huh. Huh. How do I delete? Delete. Hang on. Before we do that, let's quickly pull up the game again. See? You know, just so you can. Oh, you have something to say now. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping this would stop. Now that it's just the two of us. I guess it was wishful thinking. Shumble, I don't know if you have any idea. But if you know what might be causing them, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I'm being killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could try to figure out what's causing it, I'd love you forever. You're not gonna love me much longer. Boop. What is happening? Shumpo, what's happening to me? I deleted your character. It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Shumpo. Please, hurry and help me. What if I go... Hang on, I quickly closed out of the thing. What if I open it again? I don't think there's anything in the file thing that'll let me do it. Oh, that's probably not what I wanted to click on. Yeah, no, there's nothing in the characters saying I can do anything. So, please hurry and help me. My favorite Monica character does not exist. Help me! Did you do this to me, Shumble? Did you? Yep! In every way I did. I am absolutely terrified of you. So, you're welcome. Did you delete me? Yep! How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Shumble. I trusted you. Did you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I don't think so. You know, it's just, you kind of scared me. So, I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. Actually, no. No. You killed 3 of the characters. I only killed you to stop you. So therefore, you killed everyone. I only killed you. I hope you're happy. This is all your fault, you know? None of this is... maybe some of it might be my fault. But, you know, most of this is yours, you know? If you didn't start messing with the game files and killing off characters, none of this would have happened. I blame you. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Excuse me? You tortured all your friends, Shumble. You completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Goodbye! Yeah, goodbye! You know what? Screw you! You can't pin the blame on me. This is not my fault. I still love you. Do not love me. I hate you. You're so mean to me. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? Oh, my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. You're right. You shouldn't have! I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted me to be a part of. I ruined it. You wanted to be a part of, my bad. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do something to someone I love? That's not love. That's... Anything else to say? I've made up my mind. Shumpel? I know I said that I deleted everyone else. But that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... She's gone now. Can't load anything. Do this again. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I tell myself it's about time that I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Shumpel. Well, there's already one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighborhood and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school every other day, together every day, and recently we've picked up the habit once again. Shumpel, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. But you never said anything about it. I thought even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought that was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students, making their daily commute. Why did I have such a hard time saying that? Oh boy. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time suddenly. Oh well, whatever. By the way, Shumpel, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I thought I already told you I'm not really... I start to say what I always do. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I pack up my things and stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club I saw from the flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, generally to be using for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah! Shumpel? What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Shumpel that Sayori's always talking about? Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Shumpel. We're the literature club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's just gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Natsuki, seems to be quite shy in compared to the others. In comparison to the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems to be the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Shumpel, don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The literature club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori's happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can officially become a recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate! What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah! After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise! Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back over to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wah! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn in icing, and little pieces of chocolate are used to make the ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori says with her mouth full, and has already managed to get some icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Shumple, do you have any things you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. But telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read too much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri. Yeah? Well, about the first thing you said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the clubroom. Don't just say it! For some reason, Natsuki seemed embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know. So if Shrimple wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Shrimple? Maybe, sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think this could be fun. We all know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing a literature club do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah. I guess you're right as usual, President. I guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, I guess that makes 2 of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez. You were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. And are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, Then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, if it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute! Sayori, shut up! I'll show you some manga there, okay? Yes. I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Shumple. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better. Everyone always seems to get a little bit better with you, Sayori. Aw, Shumple. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much more fun. Hey, Shumple, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. When the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for spending so much time with us as well. All of us. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comfort us through our hard times, and you helped us get along with each other. Do you get it, Shumple? Because I'm president now, I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Only someone who truly cares about the literature club would go that far. But, all along, it's all I've ever wanted. For everyone to be happy and to care about each other. It's kind of sad, you know? After all you've done for us, there isn't much I can do for you in return. We've already reached the end of the game. So, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm going to miss you, Shumple. Come visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you. Aww, that's so sweet.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, it's me.
Hashtag Team Yuri.
So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff?
Yep.
And not really any good at it yet, like at all.
That's
But
fine.
I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it.
Oh.
So yeah.
Hello. Have to follow to get closer to 50. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
This is adorable. I love this. It's only just started and I love it.
Is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
Doki Doki Literature Club. No. It's such a happy I write poems sometimes. You write poems too? Or you write? Okay. What kind of poems do you write? Like, I don't know. Wow, what kind of poems do you write? The red violet are blue, Natsuki is a cotton candy trash can that needs to be eaten into the nearest window for an attitude adjustment and hopefully a better poems. Oh. Oh. Something about that just doesn't seem like a poem. But you know, I could be wrong. Oh. Everything's done by Dan Soplatter. It's showing all the pictures and it's very
Does my
cute.
pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me?
Yori.
Is it love if I take your is it love if I set you free?
No, it's the little
The
widget
ink
thingies.
runs down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality?
Aww.
If I can't hear the sound of your heart.
Special thanks to Monica and Schwoomple.
You call
I've been
love
thanked.
reality.
Schwoomple's here.
Your reality.
Green
If
screen.
I don't know how to love you,
Menu. Game script.
I'll leave you be.
Made with Love by Team Salvado. Ah, that was so cute. To the special player who achieved the special ending. For years I've been fuck. This is a very, very heartfelt letter and I can't even get past like the fourth word. By the ability of visual novels and games in general to tell stories in a way not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds, some challenge your mind in broad new ways, some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might experience feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they are enjoying themselves, then that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences. And our own differences are the reason we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been the ones that challenge the status quo, even if it's not a masterpiece. Any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bounds of the interactive media. I extend my true gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve the full completion. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being a part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, cool, you got the good ending. First time I've seen it. Oh, have you never seen the good ending before? Error script file missing or corrupt. Please reinstall the game. We've done it! Ah! That was so cute! I loved it. Loved it so much. I'm kind of sad it's over. It's like how sad I felt when I finished Danganronpa. Even though I feel happy that it's finished, but it's still sad. Because it was such a good game. It took me 8 hours to stream without reading everything out loud. Oh, wow. Reading out loud is a very hard thing that I find to do. I can never seem to do it without stuttering over my words every 5 seconds. I don't know why. It's just something that I struggle with. But anyway. I'm happy I finished. But I'm still kind of sad all the same. It's melancholy. It's like the bittersweet like Sayori. It's bittersweet like Sayori. Have a good day. I'm off for more drinking. Oh boy. It's bittersweet, and I'm kind of sad it's over, but you know, it's still really good all the same. And I'm happy. Next stream we'll be starting Little Nightmares, so that's fun. It's a good way to put a story game in between the next Danganronpa game after this, so yeah. Now I gotta find an in-between game. Anyway, this was very fun, and I enjoyed very much. So,
I hope y'all did too. Thank you for coming to my stream. Bye bye. Bye bye.